Hey, babe.
Hi, honey.
Where are we going?
We are going to an ENT appointment for Raina in the OC.
In the OC. Go get her tubes checked out. Okay, so while we drive, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
Let's do these fun ones. These are called Zodiac Questions.
Zodiac questions?
Yes. So, to start with, what's your zodiac sign?
My zodiac sign is a Capricorn.
And do you know any other parts of your zodiac sign? Sun, whatever they are?
Moon, Venus. Well, I mean, I think that even though people are like the same sign, like, you know, if you have two Capricorns, it doesn't mean that they're exactly alike because of the time and date and your alignment in the planets when you were born. So yes, I'm a Capricorn, and then I think my moon is Venus, my rising, or my moon is Scorpio, my rising is Capricorn, my Venus is Scorpio. I'm like a triple Scorpio Capricorn. So the cool thing about that is I'm extremely passionate in every area of my life. So I'm very passionate about what I do for a living, about being a mom, about being a wife, about being creative,
Business
about
owner.
Yeah, all those things keeps me on my toes. The downfall of that is it comes with like an emotional side, which is Scorpio, you know, to where it's like we're real sensitive people. And people mistake me a lot of being very strong, and you know, I think sometimes they think I'm emotionless because I have this persona of strength behind me. So I think it's misread a lot. But it's okay because it also makes me a good leader, and it teaches me a lot. But yeah, so that's my zodiac.
Fun fact, me and Sheree are both Capricorns, and we are different.
Totally different.
She's got a lot of Scorpio in her, and I got a whole lot of Capricorn in me. So
Yeah.
I can't name off all mine like she can, but
You have a Leo.
I have a Leo in
something
there,
too.
but a lot of Capricorn across the board. So,
Yeah.
okay, number 2. What zodiac sign is fun to be around? You. Like, which zodiac sign do you enjoy hanging out with? And it doesn't have to be me, obviously.
You are.
I know
like,
that doesn't count though. So
but
give me.
you're a blast.
I know, but give me like, what do you like? Wow.
I don't think
it is
like,
Capricorn though. You do think that
It is
though.
Capricorn because I
Yeah.
love the complexity of our mind. I love that we're not just so rigid, and that we're leaders, right? Natural born leaders. So I enjoy that a lot. You know, 2 of my children are Sagittariuses. They're kind of a lot, but they're a lot of fun too when it's fun time.
Okay, but hold on, because you're
Well,
going to
what?
get into the rest of my questions.
Okay,
so
all
just
right.
stick
I'll
to.
stop. I'll
So
stop.
your answer would be Capricorn, though.
Yes.
Basically.
Correct.
Okay, so
Whatever you are, what a
whatever.
blast. Never a dull moment.
What zodiac sign is hard to be around you? Like, what sign do you just like? Oh, they must be up bleep in order. When you're around them, like, it's just hard.
I mean, you know, and it's hard to answer that because, again,
Everyone's different.
Everybody's different depending on what time they were born and what all their other aligning signs are.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that matches with mine. So, in the past,
Will you hit that on the watch?
sorry, in the past, a Libra, not so much. Aries, not so much. What's another one? Gemini sometimes, no. Yeah, so, but that doesn't mean all Geminis,
right.
all Aries.
Just in people
those are
that
challenges
you've
I've
been-
had
yes,
in my past
in your
of
life.
experience I could speak of. But by far that doesn't mean that it's everyone, because
Everyone's different.
Everyone's different.
Right.
Yeah, and they hit you at a different time in your life. So I probably was in high school with a lot of Aries and Libras and Geminis and didn't even know it and had a blast.
Right.
But life was a lot lighter back then too, you know, so
That's
I
true.
have no idea.
Okay, in a romantic way, what zodiac sign didn't work with you and why?
Oh, that's so brutal. These are like, in my experience.
In your experience.
I dated a Virgo.
Okay.
And the Virgo was quite, again, and it was just one. It wasn't like I
Of
had
course,
experience
everyone's
with a lot
different.
of
We're
them.
making it very clear this does not mean all Virgos.
The Virgo I had was kind of very controlling, very jealous, but that had to do with part of the spiciness in that individual, but very controlling. And I didn't
In about
have
16 miles, take
a
exit
great
34
time in
on
that.
the left onto
But there was a lot of
CA
aspects that I
55
totally got
toward
along
Newport
with a
Beach.
Virgo, because, you know, a perfectionist and all those things were exciting. So that one.
Just can't control her.
Cancer, I dated a couple Cancers, and I find them to be more selfish. So yeah, if I were to think about that, it's definitely more selfish and very good nurturers, which was a great alignment for me because I didn't get much nurturing when I was you know, younger, so I fed off of that. But to wrap it up, they just were more about, they're in the first position to get everything they need before I was considered.
All right. I think that's very well said.
That's brutal.
I know, but you're not talking about every single specific. This traffic needs to open up.
My high school sweetheart was, I think, a Libra, and just somebody not faithful all over the board, young, emotionally torn, like it was toxic, you know, like the Depeche Mode, the Cure, you know, it was very dark, you know, and that was my first experience into love, you know, and yeah, that was a Libra, and that doesn't match with me at all.
It doesn't. Okay, why do you think our signs work together?
Gosh, I think our humor, our sense of humor, our sense of self, a sense of accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we do
Security.
something wrong, we're willing to take responsibility and not shift it on the other person. That's a level of honesty that is, it's just impeccable, you know, and it's a fun way to have a relationship that's very healthy. And I don't have to feel like I don't totally know what you're thinking all the time. Like I feel like we relate, and we have like this language between us that we don't really have to say anything. We just know.
Mm-hmm.
And the sense of security we have in each other is
Agreed.
like, it's so loyal to where it's like, I know if you're not okay, I'm stepping up.
I agree with the
I
security.
feel like if I'm not okay, you totally step up. So I think that there's some sort of unspokenness about the both of us, and we both are willing to put the other person in front of us. And kind of like, okay, so here's something we do all the time, which is hilarious about our relationship, right? So if we get down to the last cookie, the last beef jerky, the last kernel of popcorn, the last soda, neither one of us will take it. So we'll have one of something in a bag forever until it's time to throw out, because she doesn't want to eat the last one. I don't want to eat the last one. I would rather her have it. She would rather me have it. And that pretty much
nobody has it.
Yeah, that pretty much is the dynamic of our relationship.
It's true.
Down to if we're sharing a plate and we're making a charcuterie board, who's going to eat the last piece of salami? Not me and not her. And so it's this struggle.
Either the kids eat it or nobody eats it.
Correct. Yeah. But
that's so true.
Yeah, it's a very selfless love.
Which zodiac sign do you just not understand, no matter how hard you try?
Oh my God. I think it's just maybe the Aries.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that we just don't have the same kind of language of and the moral compass. And not to say that like one's more superior. I think the way that it's aligned and what their purpose is in life is probably to take us off of such a rigid way of thinking, you know. But I just don't communicate well with an Aries or understand a lot of their frame of thinking.
Okay. What do you think of our kids' signs? Sagittarius for Stevie and Grayson, Leo for Kane, and Cancer for Tink Tink.
I think that
And this is the last question. So.
is it?
Yeah. So now have at it.
I think that sometimes it's challenging, right? Because I was raised by a Sagittarius mother who was also a narcissist, and I have 2 children that are Sagittarius, which, you know, I get to heal that relationship over. There are some similarities in my mother's makeup opposed to my daughter's, which she is extremely hard on us. So, like, if things aren't happening exactly the way that she wants them, she dismantles.
Yes.
And she's vocal about it. And it's brutal as a parent, you know, to sit there and feel your child sitting there trying to poke out all of your shortcomings, you know, who's only like 6 or 7, you know, and you're just like, God, you know, ease up.
Yep.
But I do believe they both have some sort of perfectionism in them, which my job is to teach them that they don't have to be perfect to be loved.
Totally.
And that's what I have to focus on all the time, because they hold themselves to some sort of superhuman, unrealistic level.
Especially Stevie.
Yeah, so that's really hard. But both of them, and Grayson,
And
does
Grayson
the same
does
thing.
too, I guess. Can you move over?
And so you're telling me to drive?
Yeah, sorry. I'm like, this lane's not moving and that lane's totally going, and it's just
And here we are.
too slow for me.
All right.
Okay, so that's Stevie and Grayson, and then we have Mr. Kane, our little Leo.
Yeah, he, I haven't had an opportunity to be around a lot of Leos. What I've experienced from Leos is, you know, they want to be appreciated, but they also appreciate.
Yes.
Which is really exciting, you know, especially when you're walking around and somebody's not noticing something about you. There's always a Leo that comes in, you know, like, is it Nana?
Yeah, Nana and Kane, yeah.
So Nana's really my biggest experience around a Leo, and she constantly surprises you. Like, she'll say things that is kind of like, oh, did she just say something so, like, she speaks my love language of appreciation, you know. Kane, the same way. Like, he will come up and
Oh yeah.
he will scuttle me.
Yeah, he's a big
He
scuttler.
jumps on the couch and just makes his space next to me and gets under the covers, and then he wants me to massage his little feetsies. But he just gives me this love, and I could just tell him I love you so much, and he's like, so much. Like, he is just
My
always
baby.
kind when he says things to me that are affectionate. But then he has that side of him too, to where he's just a little turd.
Yeah, he can be pretty feral at the same time.
Right?
It's like a switch. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, like, he is just sassy and demanding and unapologetically himself, you know, but at the same time, he's also very loyal.
Yes.
And full of love and affection, and his love, like, if he could lay down on the couch all day with us all taking turns of hugging him and cuddling with him, that probably would be his ideal day.
100%. And I've said it since the day he was born. If he could unzip my body and just climb right inside and be carried around, he would. He's a baby kangaroo. He
Yep,
is just-
he is.
He
He's a
wants to
kangaroo.
get in that mommy pouch and stay. My sweet boy. He's sleeping in the back.
They're both knocked out.
There's Raina and Kate. All right, so let's talk about Mrs. Wild One back there, our little Cancer, who we thought was going to be a Leo, but she came 30 days early and became a Cancer.
Yeah, well, she is selfish.
Oh my God, she is so
She is, and she is loud.
so
You know,
loud.
which, you know, not all cancers are loud,
No, but
she
she
is
is.
like one that I'm going to be heard in the middle of 4 kids. Like, she has the loudest lungs of all of our children.
When she
she's
came home, though,
nasty.
she didn't. When
She's
she came
nasty.
home, she was just this quiet little thing, and just she was easy peasy. And then it was like she's like, all right, kick it up, and just she's loud. Did you say she's nasty?
Yeah, she'll grab a handful of Kane's hair and rip it right out of his skull.
Yep.
Like,
and mine.
yeah, she's just, when she's mad, she'll just, Grayson used to kind of toss things and have fits every once in a while when he was mad, and she has this anger in her, and she's sassy. She's completely sassy, and she gets PO.
She does, and I thought we were gonna have like another little sweet girl who we can put bows in her hair, and just no, that's not Raina. Raina's not. Give her some camo cargo pants and send her on her way.
She wants what she wants. She wants it right now. She doesn't care who she rips it out of their dead cold hands. Like, she's wants what she wants, and today and yesterday she wanted it. And if she's not getting it, she's going to scream so loud to where nobody can even hear themselves think until you try
nobody
to give it
else
to her.
wants it anymore.
Yeah, like, she's brutal.
She is brutal. Okay, that's our Zodiac questions. That was fun.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
I can go on and on. I love the Zodiac.
I know you do. Those are the only ones I wrote down. So maybe we'll have a part 2 if I can write down more.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.